They tell us that QS is 32. So that's 32. PQS, if I list 3 letters, what letter is the angle? The middle one in between. So PQS is 50. And RPS is 61. So that is 61 degrees. And they want us to find QR. They want us to find that distance there. All right, in words, tell me how I'm going to find that distance without actually worrying about the math right now. What do I need to do? Find RS. So if I can find this distance, I'll call that X and add it to 32, then we know the whole thing, right? Okay, so I need to find X. Can I find it? Does everybody see 2 triangles? Right? There's this one here, and then there's this one here. Using RSP, is there enough information for me to find X? There isn't, right? Because I don't know any of the sides. But using this triangle, can I find one of the sides that is connected to the other triangle? I want to find that side, correct? Does that make sense? So I'm just going to redraw that triangle over here. So SQP. I want to find this. That's 32. And that's 50 degrees. Okay. What's the first thing you do when you're trying to solve a triangle? Label sides. So what side is Y? Opposite. And 32 would be the? What involves opposite and adjacent? What always goes with the angle? Or what always goes with the trig function? The angle. Is that right? Okay, so then figure out what tan of 32 is, or 50, sorry. 1.191718. How do I find Y? Multiply the 32 up. And remember, in these intermediate steps, carry like 4 decimals. 38.11361. People agree with that? Yes? No? Okay. So now I have Y. So now I can use RPS triangle, which I will draw right here. And we know that this is now 38.1361. And I'm trying to find X. So if you label the sides based off the angle they give you, this is opposite. That's adjacent. So it's another 10. Tan 61 is 1.8040. So multiply that by 38.1361. $68.7993 or something similar to that. Is that what people got? But what are they asking for? RQ, the whole thing. So how do I get RQ? 7993. So RQ, yeah, is equal to 68.7993 plus the 32. Should be 80. Whoops. 80.7993. Or sorry, 90. No, it's not. It's 100. Wow. Because it's Monday. 100.7993. Do they want us to round to something? Nearest millimeter. So what would I round to? 101. There we go. Okay, that's what all these questions are going to be like. It's going to be breaking them down into multiple triangles and trying to figure it out. Want to do one more? No. You just do questions then. Just do one. Start with one. All right, let's do this one. Calculate the measure of angle BEC. So they want to know BEC. That's what they're trying to figure out. That's my unknown. Call it X. All right. What do I need to do here? There's multiple ways to do this one. What do you think we should do?
You can find the length of EC.
Yeah. So if you don't know what to do and they don't give you this length right here, find that one. All right, because we have enough information to do that. So call that y. So what trig function is that going to be? Sine of 39 is going to be y over 3.7. So y is equal to 2.3285 or something approximating that. Okay, do I have enough information to solve for x? I do, because I know this side now, and I know that side, and this is the angle I want. So what two sides am I involving here? Based on this triangle, so I'll draw this triangle. Yeah. This is my unknown. This is 4.6. This is 3285. So that's adjacent and hypotenuse, which is cosine. look at that. How do I find the angle? What button do you press? Cosine to the -1. .59 degrees. Is it nearest degree? Yeah. I'm going to round that to the nearest degree. It's going to be 60. Is that okay? What would, they didn't ask us for this, but if they did, what would that whole angle be? I'll call it Z. X. How would you find angle Z, the whole thing? I know what X is. X is 60. How do I find this angle in here? Yeah, because what do all the angles in a triangle add to? 180. So minus 90 minus 39 gives me 51 degrees in there. So angle Z would be X plus, I'll just say 51. $111 degrees. Is that okay? I mean, it's the same stuff we've been doing. It's now just two triangles put together. All right, we have one last question on the next page. And then the unit is over. All right. No, we won't start any unit. Okay, so there's a lot of words here. Really, in a word problem, most of the words are irrelevant. It's usually just a few keywords. So they're telling us 2003, the tallest building in Rockyville, wherever Rockyville is. The Metro building, blah, 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 developer. Okay, the important part is all the measurements. From the top of the Metro building, the angle of elevation of the top of the Gamma Pro building is 24. So if I'm standing here, where am I writing the 24 degrees? Angle of elevation. You're looking up. So where would I write 24 on here? Here, let's call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do I write it? You're on the top of the Metro building. You're looking up. Where would I write it? Number 3. You're right here. Okay. So this is 24. Okay. And the angle of depression to the foot of the Gamma Pro is 56. Where am I writing 56? You're on the top of the Metro again. 4. Because you remember, angle of depression is looking down. Okay? So this is 56 degrees. The buildings are 45 meters apart. How tall is each building? All right. What should we do? Does everybody see the triangle? There's actually 3 triangles there. Does everybody see them? We've got this one here, we've got this one here, and we've got this one here. All right. Let's take this triangle. Can I find that? If I call that y, can I find that? Do I have enough information to figure that out? Sure. If you're 45 minutes, or 45 minutes? 45 meters apart at the bottom, how far apart are you at the top? 45. So you know this is 45, right? So using that triangle, what would y be? How would I find y? What trig function? Tangent, because it's opposite and adjacent. So if you go 45 times 10 to 24, you will get 20.0352. Has anybody done that? Or something close to that? So that height is 20 meters, basically. Okay. Now, what other piece of information should I figure out? Can I figure out the height of the metro? Well, if I knew this bit here, I can figure out the height of the Gamma Pro, right? Do I have enough information to do that? Yes, because if you look at this triangle, that's 45. That's unknown, but I know this angle. So what trig function am I using? Again, tan, right? Because this is opposite, and that's adjacent again from the 56. So in this case, we go tan 56 is equal to x over 45. That's going to give me 66.7152. Are we going to the nearest degree? Or nearest meter? Yep, nearest meter. Okay, so what's the height of the Gamma Pro thing? Just add them together, right? We figured x, we figured y. $86.7504. Which rounds to 87 meters. Does that make sense? So what's the height of the metro? Yeah, it's x, right? It's the same as x. So the metro would just be 66 or 67. And that is it. That's trigonometry in Math 10. All right. Your questions are number 1. Whoops. Number 1, pick 2. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And 6A.
So 1 to 4 and 6A?
1 to 4 and 6A. Number one, you only have to do 2 of them, but if you do them all, it's not like bad. And that is the end of the